We are Dave and Daphne Keys, and we are expanding our family by mentoring fatherless boys. Always poured into fatherless boys was a passion of mine. Boys that don't have a male role model in their life, and over the years I've mentored probably 15 fatherless boys. Talked to the leadership at Northland a couple years ago and proposed that we try and start something where we can match Christian men with fatherless boys. We identified within the middle school ministry, we've identified 300 middle school boys that are currently fatherless just within Northland. We're trying to expand the ministry right now to include more men and women. We now have an opportunity for women to mentor through the high school and college program.
We are Steve and Lori DeMore, and we expanded our family by opening our home to others in need.
Our home is new. We just built it recently, and Steve and I both felt a calling that our home wasn't just for us when we built it.
We designed it with a lot of space for guests, and then we just kind of figured that God would do the rest from there.
Well, I got an email from somebody at Northland that was looking for help with some service projects, and they said they were looking for a host family for a little boy from Kosovo that would be coming over for heart surgery through Samaritan's Purse. I felt like God was saying, this is for you to do.
We are Becky and Steve Weldon, and we have extended our family by sponsoring a child.
So we sponsor a child down in the Dominican Republic through New Missions. Her name is Fraviola. One time while we were there, we actually got the opportunity to throw a birthday party for her. So we brought down pink streamers, Becky gathered all the princess stuff together, and just the whole family was over for the birthday party.
We don't have kids, so it's neat to have that extension of our families. I mean, she's part of God's family, and God loves her so much, and even in her notes to me, she's always saying, God loves you, and I'm praying for you, and we're praying for her.
We are Jim and Tammy Gibson. We have extended our family by foster care and adoption. Our decision to get into foster care originally was what I would call environmental. We became aware that we were in relationship with other families that were involved in adoption and foster care, and we felt that God wanted us to expand the love that we had within the family that we had at that point in time with our two biological children. And so we started to take in infants. Over the years, we had over 15, maybe less than 20 foster children, and we had Caucasian children, we had Hispanic children, and a number of African American children. We would just take in whomever needed a home that we were notified, and we had a bed and a place for them to stay.
God placed those children in our home and that they would be our children. And it was made very clear to us. And so that in itself is just the biggest privilege that He would trust us with His children.
Raising children is the best job in the world anyway, whether they're yours or someone else's. It really is. And it's very long and very monotonous, but it's always worth it in the end. Every moment moving that child towards something.
And from time to time, we've had people that have come to us and said, what you're doing for these children is such a blessing for them. And I always say, if you only knew what they have done for us is so much more of a gift, and all we have done is just extend God's love to them.
We go down there and see how much love that they have and how much they care about us, and it's so much more than we could ever give to them. I feel like we just take them things and they give us so much more.
One of the coolest things that we saw, we have pictures from the first day that we met them, to the day we put them on the plane, and if you look at those pictures over that timeline, in the beginning, she doesn't smile in any of the pictures because she's carrying such a heavy burden that her son has this heart defect. And then in the end, you look at the pictures and she's just glowing. And to be able to see that transformation in a mother was, for me as a mother, was just amazing.
We've always taught our children that God puts families together in a number of different kinds of ways. And through the foster care system and adoption system is the way some children were given to us. and they are as much as of our children as if Tammy were their birth mother.
And it's not something that you really are ever perfectly ready for, but when God's calling you to it, He will prepare every step of the way.
We have men from age 23 to 75 that are mentoring currently, so there's no special requirements. Anybody can do it. It takes an hour a week, and we're not asking you to do anything other than just hang out with them, just to be there and listen. And we supply that training on how to do that.
To get involved with sponsoring a child is just so easy. You just pick one and they can set you up with a EFT every month, $30 a month, and you can have your sponsored child. So then you can start corresponding, or you can go on a distributed journey with us and actually go visit your sponsored child.
All through the Bible, God was pretty specific about our need to take care of the widows and orphans, and even Jesus said that is our ministry.
It's not about self-fulfillment. It's not about what the vision I grew up with that I always thought my life would be, or it's not about something that's unfulfilled or empty. It's about following the will of God, being dependent upon Him, and then following what His Word lays out that's very clear.
Everyone that we've had into our home, we're able to keep in contact with and share blessings and share love and the ups and downs of life with them long after they're gone, And so when you talk about, do you feel like your family's kind of been extended? I don't think that you can escape that. Once God brings them in and you have that connection and that bond that takes place, it doesn't go away.